Yeah. Liam Barry's father and grandfather were both All Blacks. A remarkable pedigree. And the rain's now heavy. And the ball is lost. Well, encouraging start, really, Paul Ackford, for the Midlands. They've kept them at bay so far.
Yes, and even more so, Nigel, I think that Dean Richards was very keen to take the game to New Zealand in the early stages, and he must be pleased with the rest of his side's performance.
Well, smiles all round and a bit of jeering. We still haven't got a ball. Finally, one's due to arrive. Does help. Quite a breeze now blowing in the face of the Midland Division. The weather's turned pretty sour at Welford Road. Doesn't worry the crowd. 15,000 here. And always the greatest attraction are New Zealand. Fine kick. A very settled performance this so far by Paul Challoner. And that's the encouraging sign. The lighter blue of the Midlands. They've had the better territory, albeit not the clean possession to the same degree. Clear indication of knock-on by Brian Sterling, which gives Midlands the put-in. You can see now against the jerseys that this really is very, very hard rain, which doesn't help matters for anyone, really. Scrummage screwing round, almost the 90. Midlands have the heel. Dawson waits. Richards channeling it. Away, Challoner with the dummy in the chase for Hackney. Just a matter of centimetres too long. Unlucky for Challoner, 23-year-old. So it's a touch just outside the 22. John Olver there, number 2. Part of that Northampton experience in the front row. Gary Pearce alongside him, and the younger Graham Roundtree comes in on the loose head, front of the line out there. Deflection by Johnson. Good tidying up work by Olver. Excellent work by him there. Really made something out of nothing. Fed back by John Wells. Now Challoner. It's a testing ball. The Midland midfielder up there. Richards the link, and a knock-on. First by the Midlands, tantalisingly close.
It's encouraging to see the Midlands recovering their own kicks. They're winning a lot of the 50-50 balls and the line-outs, the bobbling balls, and that's a good sign for them.
It says a lot about the calibre of the kicking. Referee's whistle. Sorting out the front rows a bit. No, still not in. Graham Purvis on the tight head, veteran campaigner, has been on every tour the last 3 years that the All Blacks have had, and only has won 2 caps. He's on the tight head, and Mark Bull Allen, captain of Taranaki, on this loose head side. Not straight. Cricket feed, it's a free kick. Will they look for the drop goal here, or will they run? They're running. Lloyd has it. Back inside, taken on by Wells. Set up there, missed by Lloyd, but New Zealand are offside. Lucky for the Midlands. A full penalty and a chance of first points, and deservedly so, really, for the Midlands. They've built up well, and now the chance falls to John Steele. And, well, this will be a tense moment for him, because he only got the call up yesterday in place of Simon Hodgkinson, but man of great experience and a chance to open the scoring.
That all started from the Midlands nudging forward the scrummage, forcing Preston to put the ball in as the All Black scrum was retreating. It was a canny play by Gary Pearce and John Olver in the Midlands front row.
John Steele. It's close, it's off the post and over. Well, some days you need that kind of luck. He didn't strike it really cleanly by his standards. He knows it, but it'll do. It's 3 points. And the Midlands lead after just coming up to 17 minutes. 3 points to 0. Well, let's set the cat among the pigeons. Watch for the riposte. Dean Richards. Four square he stood. Dawson trying to catch Hewitt offside. This is Challoner. It's not going into touch. Howarth. His opposite number, John Steele. Gets the mark.
It's a sign of the confidence of the Midlands forwards when they can allow Matt Dawson to try and trick the All Blacks to come offside. They're very happy on the ball at the moment.
For touch then, John Steele from the mark, makes extra yardage. Well, very useful utility player, John Steele, who's switched back to fullback after a season last year at fly half, but with Ian Hunter coming in at Northampton after injury, it's Steele in his former position now. Richards at the tail. All Blacks pouring through, but it's away well by Lloyd, did well. Bates, Thornycroft, back to try and maintain the momentum. Gets that initial surge. Dawson's chip and chase. Taken it again. Keeps the Midlands going forward. Dean Richards. And there's some life in this Midland pack. That was a bit lumbering and laboured. The whole lot piled in, and Midlands couldn't get it back.
Well, Steve Lloyd, the Midlands lock, has taken the ball on the short pop pass a number of occasions. I just wonder if he's the right man, because he doesn't inject the sort of pace which you want on that sort of move.
He's looked a bit pedestrian then. Not much momentum. Preston. Useful ball, gives his players time to get there. What a fine catch by John Steele. He'll need to slip it now. Dawson, clever chip, Thornycroft chasing. It's a knock-on, it's a knock-on. Well, hearty cheers, but a little bit of disappointment now as they come back. That initial knock-on. Earl Curtin looking anxious, as well he might at this stage. Solitary state behind the goal. Put up by the Midlands. It's inside New Zealand's half. So here's the new All Black, Shane Howarth. Huge kick. Drifted back in field. Was well taken by Steele again. And the sound clearance.
The lineup statistics, the Midlands, 67%, they'll be delighted with that.
Tidy again for Preston, he's having to chase back. But there was obstruction by New Zealand at the line-out on the player coming through. And it's a penalty kick just inside the Midland half. Born in Wolverhampton, Paul Challoner. England A international. Fine line kicking again. He's certainly got the boots on today. Well, a player you've seen come through the ranks as a junior to Harlequin senior colours, Paul.
Yes, he's a very fine player. He blows hot and cold sometimes, but today he's certainly very hot.
New Zealand back within 10 metres of their own line. Not as yet the cohesion and impressive teamwork we saw on Saturday. It's early days, though. And Midlands offside. Matt Dawson, part of that triumphant England World Sevens champion side. 22 minutes played. If you've just joined us, it's the Midlands leading by a John Steele penalty, 3 points to 0.
I think what will concern the All Blacks most is there isn't one aspect of their game which is working really well. The line out is okay, the scrummage is adequate, the back row are adequate, but nothing really is on song for them.
John Mitchell there, number 8 for New Zealand, a long-awaited All Black debut for him. Stensness. Steele. Hasn't put a foot wrong yet. And Steele is what this Midland pack need to have. Is lacking rather with London, I sensed. But as yet, they're certainly giving as good as they get. Norm Hewitt, 17 stone. Fast, aggressive. New Zealand Maori. His throw. Back managed to get a hand to it. Lloyd. Challoner checks. Sensible option. Gathered in by Fromont. It's coming now for Preston. Again, trying to pin the Midlands into their own corner. Hackney in some bother. And that'll be right on the Midland line. Eric Rush coming through fast. Has great pace. So, testing moment here.
An important line-out. It'll be interesting to see who the All Blacks go to in this line-out.
Jones-Johnson there, the front pairing. Meant for him, it's gone loose, taken by Dean Richards on the deflection. Dawson. Takes him a few metres upfield.
Richards did well of that last line out. He's very, very adept at gathering ball which isn't caught cleanly, which flicks through jumpers' hands, and he always steps across and tidies up the ball.
The warrior, and captain today of the Midlands. Well, back by Lloyd, fine kick by Dawson. Looking composed today and authoritative in his action. And there you can see that Dawson really has had a substantial amount of ball to play with and has used it, varied it well. Mean pickings by contrast for John Preston at the base of the New Zealand line-out. Not much has come his way. Barry has height there, useful added facet to the New Zealand line. There's a good drive. Deep into the 22, and it collapses with the Midlands coming through offside. It's a penalty to New Zealand, and that's perhaps their first really emphatic piece of forward play.
This is the first real drive from the All Blacks, and it's by far the best of the afternoon. The only thing the Midlands do, which Richards will do in due course, is to come round on the wrong side and collapse them all, trapping the ball.
So quite a tough act to follow for Shane Howarth after Matthew Cooper's impressive kicking display on Saturday. This to level it then after 27 minutes of the first half. Shane Howarth of Auckland, his All Black debut. Straight and secure. So the first real power base set up by the All Black pack produces the first score for them. 3-all, just over 27 minutes played. Start by Challoner. 50-50 ball comes New Zealand's way. This is Mark Ellis. Remember, there's quite a wind in the All Blacks' favour in this half, and they're making good use of it. This is Ellis. Now first 5/8. Normally, in nearly all his career, has been at centre. Has started as a schoolboy and has come through to Otago colours with great success. Now, a lot depending on him coming off well in his new position, the number 10 shirt.
64-31. Larry.
Halfway line. Midland throw. Over, nearly pulled it back. It's New Zealand's throw in. There's Ollie.
Yet again, it was the Midlands getting the 50-50 ball, over on the floor securing it. If they keep doing that, they'll put the All Blacks under a lot of pressure.
This time they vary the ploy and set Hewitt through, all 17 stone of him. Now the drive with Bull Allen. Preston in bother, offside, knock on initially.
Matt Dawson must be confident. He's even trying to fight bigger forwards now.
Quite a lot of banter going on out there. Referee trying to cut the back chat. Big All Black shove. Ball for the Midlands. Breaking off, Liam Barry breaking off from the scrum offside. Challoner. Neil back. Again, good positioning of the ball on the kick. Allowed the Midlands forwards there in time. Thornycroft held. New Zealand 10-metre line. Dawson into the corner. Will it run favourably? Will do nicely for the Midlands.
It's very intelligent football by the Midlands. They're keeping the ball in front of their forwards. They're working the corners. It's very wet and slippery, the ball out there, and they're just playing it nice and tight and tidy.
And they've got the throw in too. Tumu forced to run out with it. So that's the All Black lines. Olver with the throw. Johnson at 2. Lloyd in the middle. It's fallen to Richards. He's going himself, just short of the line, as you can see. Dawson round the short side, diving through. Held again. Thornycroft comes up to cover at scrum half. Not a million miles away. Richards first, then Dawson. Resolve of the All Blacks on their own line, and they've won the put-in. Not a bad shove, it could be a try here. It's gone against the head. The Midlands collapse on it, but he's not given the try. The ball obscured. Well, nearly a dramatic scrummage to bring a Midland try here. As the All Blacks put in, the Midlands took it over the line. The referee unsighted. Midlands unlucky. And the put in again. What a scrummage to certainly shake the All Blacks. New Zealand wheeling it away from the Midland Division Open side, which is an old tactic, is it not?
Yeah, when the All Blacks set the scrummage, they're quite solid, but when the Midlands hit early and hit through the scrummage, then they're very rocky, and I think that's what happened last time. The Midlands hit, kept on pushing, and the New Zealand pack were very shaky.
Notice Dean Richards having a quick word with his back row and scrum half. Once again it goes down. It's a penalty to the Midland Division. The All Blacks guilty of not keeping the scrummage up. And I think Dean Richards will go for the orthodox here and give John Steele a chance of 3 further points. Well, I would have thought those were unsettling moments for New Zealand rugby on this tour, Paul.
Yeah, they're not looking as an All Black side here. They're under a lot of pressure. This is the scrummage, and as the ball comes in, the Midlands get the shove on, and once they start to move, they're very, very fragile, the All Black pack. Very unlucky. That might have been a try, but the referee was obviously unsighted.
Yes, the hands went on it. It was over the line. Can they at least get some recompense here? Chance to make it 6-3. Midlands to lead. Steele from the touchline. What a kick!
Coming into the game, one of the selection problems was to pick Gary Pearce at tight head, but the 37-year-old is making his experience count in that scrummage.
No substitute for good scrummaging. Rebounds off a Midland player, but New Zealand had just gone through willy-nilly. There's your hardened scrummager personified, Gary Pearce.
Every trick in the trade and then some, I think, Nigel.
Challoner away. Well, I think Bill Curtin will have a particular interest in this young fly half, because of course Earl Curtin himself played a couple of seasons, as I recall, for the Harlequins. He's now young Challoner testing Curtin's All Blacks. Midlands get the put in. 35 minutes played of this first half. The Midland Division leads 6 points to 3. And certainly a step up on London's performance this has been, but a step down by the All Blacks too, it has to be said, this has also been. Back contests for the ball, it comes. Testing kick, not quite far enough that time, easy for Eric Rush, takes it quickly. Tries to run out of trouble, he was going for the kick and he's broken a couple of tackles. Preston. Drive by Graham Purvis. Preston again. Stensness. Clever ball. Beautifully angled. Lee Stensness of Auckland. Covered after a knee injury.
I think that's what the All Blacks need to do to get back into the game. They have to stand big forwards off the sides of rocks and walls and take the game back to the Midlands. They do it well. They did it well on Saturday against London, and they're just about to start doing it again today.
Yes, we've seen none of that yet. The efforts of the likes of Aaron Penne and Jamie Joseph, both props, Craig Dowd and so on. It's not here today though. That's down no well by Fromont. Aroni Clark inside the 22, midfield. Preston, Ellis, fullback Howarth. Steele there, doesn't get the mark, although he called. New Zealand 5 metres out from the Midland line. Safely back and well away again. Dawson untroubled.
The Midlands pack did very well to get back behind John Stewart and secure the ball. That was a good chance gone begging for the All Blacks.
2-5-6-3. 2-5-6-3.
Norm Hewitt. Long, Liam Barry, 6'4" at the tail, but not cleanly taken. And good work by Lloyd again.